Star Citizen Alpha 3.15 is incoming, and we've seen some deeper details of the features coming for the patch. We've also seen a couple of minor delays that we'll cover in this video as well. Alpha 3.15 is currently in its Evocati early test phase, and will go out to more players in its first wave and then open PTUs in the next few weeks before going live. The Ares, Iona and Inferno, as well as the Redeemer, were confirmed to be coming in a 3.15.x patch, and not the initial 3.15 release. It appears that they are coming out around the end of November with the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. The Hercules A2, though, will be coming with the initial 3.15 release, as well as the Moab, mother of all bombs. Talking about bombs and ground targets, Cloud Imperium want offensive and defensive strategies to come into play when attacking ground targets. They want reasons to attack and defend ground targets, and some of these will be in Alpha 3.15. Gun and now missile emplacements will help protect these ground structures. It sounds like they want facilities to be hard to take down, and this might be partly down to being hard to target or hard to hit the turrets at certain ranges, and you have to get close to actually do that, or relatively close. But very large bombs, Moabs, will be part of a way to counter this and soften up base defences. Cloud Imperium showed various bomb drops and taking out turrets and nearby vehicles with a giant radius of explosion that this bomb has. And it does extend out far more than you can actually see. The explosion can injure players in a huge area beyond that initial explosion. The A2 will also be able to deploy these, and it's very World War II type aircraft bomber, with a little bit of UI tweaking here to give you a little bit more information. Basically, you have your own operator mode for that bombing gameplay. You have to basically drop that bomb when you think it's in the right place, and there's a lot of other external factors like wind and you shaking or being at a weird angle that was going to affect a bomb dropping. But you'll be able to create sort of like a point on the ground where you would like your sort of impact to be, and then it will show you on your HUD where you sort of want to be dropping that bomb. There is going to be a reasonable amount of skill to it, or at least that's what Cloud Imperium wants. And in the future, they want a full bombing station on the Hercules A2, so that it could have a dedicated crewman, and with this a remote camera looking down from under the bomb bay, stuff like that. It appears to just be the A2 in Alpha 3.15 that will have bombs, and they're going to be rolling out bombs to other ships in the future, and there are going to be smaller bombs in the future too. The Inside Star Citizen went over a load of the 3.15 features with some new unseen footage, so we'll go over this quick here. We've got new medical gameplay and healing. You'll be able to be treated in medical beds for new injuries that you can get during play. Some of these injuries are going to be pretty prohibitive to your character doing anything else other than wanting to get healed, especially if you break your legs or take a load of head damage. There are medical tools and new drugs for dealing with these injuries temporarily, and you'll be able to use these on other characters, not just yourself. There's a down state too. You're not immediately dead all the time. You can be knocked down and literally be bleeding out, and you can choose to wait or hopefully be rescued by a teammate or respawn if you want to. This also comes with a load of medical facilities, this gameplay, so new hospitals are opening up properly at Microtech and Orison, as well as clinics on space stations and Grimhex. The other major feature in the patch is the new inventory system. At the moment, I think it's pretty ugly and inelegant, but it is at least somewhat functional, and it is big steps towards a fully physicalized inventory and having a proper economy in game and having choices matter more. So I do expect them to pretty this up quite a lot in the future. Basically, you can move items from your character to your ship to a landing zone. Bam! You've got storage on your ship, you've got storage at a landing zone, you've got a very limited amount of storage on your character, and what you have equipped limits what you can carry. You can loot players and NPCs too. Knickknacks is a tool that's going to be able to be used on your Mobiglass that will track where all your items and ships are. When you first spawn in the game, you are going to have to choose a home location where all your stuff that you currently have will be delivered to. We have some limited loot generation. Boxes and items will spawn around points of interest, and you can, well, loot them. Open them up, take them. I've got new guns, way, woo! There are new mission types, having you sneak in like an underground facility to avoid security, or defend the location from waves of attack, and potentially many other variations for these underground bunkers and FPS side of things. They're going to add more to these in the future, more modifiers, lots more mission types there. There are a variety of new locations in 3.15 besides as well. Arena Commander's Broken Moon map has had a massive overhaul. The area is now huge and looks much better. There are new locations opening up at Orison, the Crusader showroom, where you'll see all the Crusader ships, and you'll be able to buy the Mercury and Hercules there immediately, and others as they come online. Cousin Crows is a location I'm excited for at Orison as well. You can customize ships there. It looks like it's just going to be some components and some skins that you can get there to start with, but in the future there's going to be a huge amount more sort of modular customization and aftermarket customization there. Boom! That's it for an update on 3.15. I do think it's a shame that the Redeemer and the Ares are delayed, but it is relatively minor. I was looking forward to seeing these ships in 3.15, but they will be in 3.15, just not the initial release. I was actually expecting more bombs to be available at this stage, but I'll have to content myself with just the Moab. I don't believe that bombs can be used, at least not the Moab, in space. There might be some more magnetic stuff or things like that in the future that do allow that, but in 3.15 don't expect bombs in space, just on the ground. But what do you think? Do those explosions look far too big? Will ground gameplay be a fun and staple part of 3.15? Are you looking forward to the medical and inventory updates? What about the Ares and Redeemer? Are you saddened that they're not in the initial release, or is a month, 6 weeks or so, not too long to wait, and you'd rather have them in a much better state than not? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Some people say I shill for NordVPN, but listen to some of these comments that I just made up. I've never fed the love of a woman before, but then I got NordVPN, and that didn't matter. Doctor said I'd never walk again, but then I got NordVPN. Now I've been running marathons. Also, I got robot legs around the same time. They might have helped somewhat too. I was a tone-deaf pirate, but after getting NordVPN, I'm able to play the saxophone. Go on, Zin, try and animate all of this. Click the links below to get NordVPN. It might lead you to a more fulfilling life, but more likely, it will just help protect you from the terrors of the internet. What ship are we giving away in October? It is one of the most exciting ships we've given away, and one of the most popular. It's the Argo Cargo. So many people liked it, we thought we'd give one away, instead of a Mercury Star Runner, or a Carrack, or something else. You can do fun things, like fly around a planet, or fly very slowly into the sun. And it also makes my top 16 ships that I liked in the ship showdown this year. Me and Zin are sort of on holiday for a week, so we had to quickly film a ship giveaway, so we do have CitizenCon coming up, and we may have some other things going on the channel that will make it worth your while commenting, so do what you want. I'm not your dad. You should definitely press the join button below my videos, though, and you should certainly like and subscribe, and bell bother. Click on the bell. I don't know what it does, but it makes me money somehow. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Thanks very much for watching, though, and I'll see you in the next one.